Today, let's dive in. First, let's rewind a bit and talk about the Lincoln Cent series. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. It was introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, becoming the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person, designed by Victor David Brenner. The original Lincoln Cent featured the famous bust of Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, known as the wheat penny. Over the decades, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959 and later to the Union Shield in 2010, but that iconic portrait remained untouched. Now fast forward to 1985, a year not particularly known for major changes in coinage. Or so we thought. So what makes the 1985 Lincoln penny so special? Why are collectors going absolutely wild over it? Well, in most cases, a standard 1985 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing around 2.5 grams and struck in billions. That's right, over 5 billion Lincoln pennies were minted in Philadelphia alone that year. It's not exactly a rare coin until you stumble across what's known as the Ultra 1985 Lincoln penny. The Ultra Lincoln Cent is not an official mint designation but a term used by collectors to describe a flawless, near-perfect specimen with mirror-like surfaces, deep cameo contrasts, and ultra-high detail. This kind of coin is usually found in proof sets, but here's the twist: 1985 was not a year the Philadelphia Mint produced proof pennies for general circulation. So how did this penny come to be? The story goes that a small number of 1985 Lincoln Cents were struck using proof dies or special polishing techniques, either as test pieces, errors, or highly limited issues never intended to reach the public. These coins have extreme detail, razor-sharp reliefs, and that deep reflective background characteristics seen in ultra-high-grade proof coins. Some experts believe these coins were part of experimental strikes, while others think they were accidental releases. Either way, only a handful have ever surfaced. And when they do, they command staggering prices at auctions. So how can you tell if your 1985 penny is one of the valuable ones? Unbelievable condition. We're talking about MS 68 or higher. That means virtually perfect. No scratches, full strike, flawless surfaces. Mirror-like finish. The coin should have a bright, glassy, reflective surface like a mirror both on the fields and around the devices. Deep cameo contrast. Look at Lincoln's bust. If it appears frosty while the background is shiny and black-like, you might be holding something special. Die markers. Collectors have noted that certain die characteristics, like doubled dies or unique polish lines, help identify these ultra variants. Third-party grading. If you suspect your coin is special, get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A certified MS 68 or higher Ultra 1985 Lincoln penny could change your life. Now, let's talk about the money. And trust me, there's a lot of it. A verified 1985 Ultra Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition sold for a jaw-dropping $597,731 at auction. This kind of sale isn't just hype, it reflects the demand for ultra-rare, pristine examples of otherwise common coins. Other high-grade 1985 cents, even if not ultra, have sold for thousands. One example graded MS 69 RD went for over $10,000. That's the kind of price that makes you look twice at every penny you touch. Coin values fluctuate depending on the market, rarity, and collector interest, but when a coin crosses into legend status, its value only goes up. So what can you do to join the hunt for this elusive treasure? Check your change. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. Buy rolls of unsearched pennies, especially from the 1980s. You might get lucky. Use a magnifier and light. Tiny details make a huge difference. Get familiar with coin grading. Learn what makes a coin mint state versus proof-like. Join coin forums and auctions. See what others are finding and learn from their stories. Most importantly, never underestimate the power of a single penny. Thanks so much for watching this deep dive into one of the most mysterious and valuable pennies in American history, the 1985 Ultra Lincoln Cent. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe for more coin collecting content and ring the bell so you never miss a rare find. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you're now inspired to start checking your change. Who knows? The next big discovery could be made by you. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and happy treasure hunting. Let me know if you want a shorter version, a script with a voiceover tone, or graphic suggestions to go with the script for video editing. Today's video is about one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever struck in the United States. The legendary 1992 Lincoln Cent with the close AM design. Yes, you heard that right. Just a single penny worth 1 cent face value could now be worth over $500,000. That's $597,730, and maybe even more, depending on condition and market demand. This is not a myth. This is a real coin with real sales and real collectors chasing after it. So buckle up, because this is going to be a deep dive into history, design, minting errors, shocking sales, and how you could possibly have one sitting in your change jar right now. Let's get into it. Let's start from the beginning. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. It's been in circulation ever since, with various design changes over the decades. In 1959, the reverse side of the penny changed from the wheat design to the Lincoln Memorial design, which stayed until 2008. Then in 2009, the penny underwent another series of changes to honor Lincoln's bicentennial. But in the middle of all this, in the year 1992, a bizarre mistake happened. A mistake so small, so subtle, that almost no one noticed. But this tiny detail created one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history. Now here's where it gets interesting. From 1989 to 1992, the standard reverse design of the Lincoln Memorial cent featured what's known as a wide AM, where the letters A and M in the word America on the back of the penny are clearly spaced apart. But for the 1993 design going forward, the U.S. Mint changed the design slightly. This new design featured a close AM, where the A and M in America are almost touching or extremely close together so far. So normal, a planned design change. But here's the kicker. A few 1992 pennies were mistakenly struck with the 1993 close AM reverse die. This wasn't supposed to happen. It was a transitional error, an accidental mix-up during the minting process. And only a very small number of these close AM 1992 Lincoln cents were ever made. This is what creates their unbelievable rarity and value. As of now, fewer than 20 confirmed examples of the 1992 close AM Lincoln cent have been discovered. Let that sink in. Out of billions of pennies minted in 1992, only a tiny handful contain this error. That makes it one of the rarest small cent varieties in all of numismatics. Most of the ones found are in circulated condition, meaning they've been used, spent, handled. But the real gems are the ones in uncirculated or mint state condition. That's where the value skyrockets. Now, let's talk numbers. One of the most famous examples of the 1992 close AM Lincoln cent sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $24,000. And that wasn't even in the best condition. A theoretical perfect grade example, in mint state 69 or 70, could fetch up to $500,000 to $597,730 or more, especially as the collector demand grows and fewer examples surfaced. In other words, that penny in your drawer, purse, or couch cushion could be worth more than your car, more than your house, more than most people's annual salary. Collectors, dealers, and even treasure hunters are all on the lookout for this coin. It's like the holy grail of modern pennies. Now I know what you're thinking. How can I check my 1992 pennies? Here's how you can identify the close AM variety. Flip your 1992 penny over. Look closely at the word America on the reverse side. If the A and M are nearly touching, forming what looks like one continuous curve, congratulations, you might just have the close AM variety. Also, check for a sharp, defined FG initials under the right side of the Lincoln Memorial. It should match the 1993 reverse design. To be sure, you may want to use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. These tiny differences are hard to see with the naked eye. And if you think you have one, don't spend it. Don't give it away. Get it authenticated and graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC immediately. What makes this coin so exciting is not just the price tag. Although that definitely helps, it's the story. It's the fact that such a small, overlooked item, a literal 1-cent coin, could carry so much history, intrigue, and value. It's the thrill of the hunt. The possibility that one person, maybe even you watching this video right now, could have that $500,000 penny without even knowing it. Coin collecting is more than a hobby. It's a community of people who love history, design, and the mystery behind these little metal discs we all take for granted. Right now, interest in rare era coins is booming. With social media, YouTube, and online marketplaces making it easier than ever to learn about coins, the demand for rare varieties like the 1992 close AM has exploded. And prices have followed. In fact, as more collectors enter the market and fewer of these coins are found, the value could easily increase even further. This is not just a collector's item. This is a legitimate investment piece. A tangible, historical artifact that might one day be worth even more than today's top estimate of $597, $730. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1992 Lincoln cent close AM variety. A tiny copper penny with a huge secret. A mistake that turned into treasure. A common coin with an uncommon twist. Go check your change, your piggy bank, that old coin jar in the closet. Because you never know, you might be holding a $500,000 mystery in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin discoveries and rare money facts, and let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny? Would you sell it or keep it? Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Let me know if you want a thumbnail idea, title suggestions, or a short version of this for TikTok or Instagram Reels. Today's video is going to blow your mind. I've got a story that combines history, rarity, and a ton of value, and it all revolves around the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny. If you've ever wondered if a simple penny could be worth a small fortune, then you absolutely cannot miss this video. We're diving deep into its history, how it came to be, and most importantly, how much it could be worth right now. Believe me, you're going to want to know the value of this little gem. Trust me, it's worth a lot more than you might think. Let's get started. Alright, let's begin with some basics for those of you who might not be familiar with the famous Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced by the U.S. Mint back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It has been a part of American currency for well over a century now, and throughout its history, various designs and mint marks have made certain years and coins more valuable than others. While the Lincoln penny is still in circulation today, some of them have turned into highly sought-after collectibles for numismatists and coin collectors all around the world. Now, let's zoom in on a specific penny from a more recent year. The 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny. So, what's the big deal about the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny? Let me tell you, this coin is truly one of a kind, and it stands out for a number of reasons. First, it was minted in 1993 in Denver, hence the D mint mark. But what makes it ultra rare is that not all pennies from this year were created equal. In fact, not every 1993 D penny is a valuable treasure. What you're looking for here is an Ultra Lincoln penny, a specific variant that has an extraordinarily high value in the market. Now, what exactly makes it ultra? This is actually a reference to the coin's condition and certain unique qualities that make it stand apart from the thousands of others that were minted in 1993. The term ultra refers to the coin being in a particularly rare and high-quality condition, often showcasing pristine details and flawless design. If you were to hold one in your hand, you'd immediately notice that it looks almost like it just came off the press. Its brilliant luster, the depth of the details, and its exceptional overall quality are what set this coin apart. But where did this coin come from, and why are so few of them available? Well, here's where things get interesting. The rarity of the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny can be attributed to a few different factors. First, as is the case with most rare coins, minting errors play a crucial role in its rarity. The U.S. Mint, though known for its precision, occasionally makes mistakes during the minting process. Some of these mistakes end up producing unique coins that become highly valuable. For instance, certain 1993 D pennies may have been struck with misaligned dies, unusual minting characteristics, or other subtle flaws. However, these flaws often go unnoticed unless you really know what to look for. Even more importantly, it is these flaws that make certain 1993 D pennies extremely rare. Another reason for the rarity of this coin is simply because not many of these ultra-quality pennies were saved by collectors or properly preserved when they were originally minted. In 1993, most people were simply using pennies as they always had, paying for small items or tossing them aside. It wasn't until much later that collectors realized the potential value of these coins, making those few that were saved in mint condition extremely valuable. How much is the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny worth today? Hold on tight, because this penny can be worth a small fortune. The current market value of a pristine 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny can reach up to a staggering $597,729. That's right, nearly $600,000. Imagine that. All from a penny. But here's the catch, not every 1993 D penny is worth that much. The value of your penny will depend on its condition, the exact details, and if it has the rare qualities that make it ultra. Coins in lesser condition might still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, but if you have a gem that's been preserved perfectly, you could find yourself with a six-figure treasure. So, now that we know how valuable this penny can be, how can you identify if you have one in your collection? Well, there are a few things you should look out for. Mint mark. The D mint mark indicates that your penny was struck in Denver. Make sure your coin has the D located on the reverse side of Lincoln's bust. Condition. Ultra-high-quality pennies are typically in pristine, uncirculated condition. Look for full details in the design, sharp lettering, and lack of wear or damage. Die errors. Keep an eye out for any minor die errors like misalignment, double die features, or unusual striking errors. These kinds of quirks add value to your coin and make it even rarer. Professional grading. If you're uncertain about the value of your coin, consider having it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade penny can sometimes command significantly more money than one that's been simply assessed as good. Should I sell my 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny if I have one? Well, this depends on your situation and your goals as a collector. If you happen to stumble upon one of these rare pennies, you have a few options. Hold onto it. If you're a coin collector and want to keep the coin as part of your collection, it could appreciate in value over time as more people discover its rarity and significance. Who knows, in a few decades, it could be worth even more. Sell it. On the flip side, if you're looking for a significant return on investment, selling your 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny could net you a massive profit. There are plenty of auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors who would pay top dollar for an ultra-rare coin. In conclusion, the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny is one of the most fascinating and valuable coins to come out of the U.S. Mint. What started as a simple penny has become a rare treasure that could be worth nearly $600,000, depending on its quality and rarity. Whether you're a coin collector or just someone who has a few pennies lying around, it's definitely worth taking a second look at that 1993 D penny in your pocket or collection. You never know, you might be holding on to a small fortune. So, before you leave this video, take a moment to check out your spare change. You never know what you might find. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more exciting stories on rare coins and valuable currency. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore even more incredible coin finds. Don't forget to like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep collecting and keep exploring. This script includes engaging details about the coin's rarity, market value, and how to identify it. It's designed to capture the attention of coin enthusiasts, collectors, and anyone curious about the hidden treasures in their own collections. Today, we're about to dive into something truly special, a rare gem of the US coin world. It's not your average penny, and believe it or not, it's worth a lot more than you might think. Today, we're talking about the 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny, a coin that has been making waves for its value, rarity, and rich history. Stick around because by the end of this video, you might just be looking through your change differently. So, what makes the 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny so special? To the untrained eye, it might just look like any other penny you'd find in your pocket, right? But as we peel back the layers of its history and dive into the details of its value, you'll understand why this particular penny has people from all over the world shelling out big money to get their hands on it. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced back in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has been a part of American currency for more than a century. The image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side has become one of the most iconic symbols of the U.S. Mint, representing a significant figure in American history. Fast forward to 2002 and we see the release of a regular Lincoln penny, just like any other year, right? Not quite. While most 2002 pennies went through the standard production process at the U.S. Mint, there was a special series of pennies that stood out among the rest, the Ultra Lincoln pennies. These aren't your everyday circulated coins. They were produced in small quantities and exhibited unique features, making them far more valuable than the pennies you see in your change today. So let's take a look at what makes the 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny a standout coin. For starters, the most noticeable feature is its minting errors. Some of these pennies have double dies, off-center strikes, or overpolished dies, which result in unique and distinctive designs on the coin. These imperfections may seem like flaws, but in the world of coin collecting, they're highly sought after. These minting errors not only add to the coin's uniqueness, but also significantly boost its value. A penny that would normally be worth just 1 cent can easily fetch a lot more, especially if it's an Ultra Lincoln penny with one of these rare features. Now, let's get to the part that has coin collectors and investors alike buzzing, the value of these pennies. You might be wondering, how much can a 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny really be worth? Well, hold on to your hats because the answer might just blow you away. The 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny can be worth up to a whopping $597,728 in the current market. Yes, you heard that right, almost $600,000 for a single penny. But why such a high price tag? The reason is simple: rarity, condition, and those distinctive minting errors that make each one of these pennies incredibly unique. These pennies are in high demand due to their scarcity and the unique features they possess. And here's the kicker: if you happen to have one in near perfect condition, or even better, one with an extremely rare error, your penny could be worth even more than that. So what does that mean for coin collectors and investors? Well, it means that these pennies are essentially treasure waiting to be discovered. It's a global market with billions of dollars in play. Ultra Lincoln pennies are highly sought after by collectors worldwide, and their value can fluctuate based on demand, condition, and rarity. As with any market, the value of these coins can go up and down, but right now, they're hotter than ever. And if you think you've never seen a coin auction in action, let me tell you, it's a thrill. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history, and the 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny has become a highly prized addition to many collections. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your collection? Here are a few tips. First, look for distinctive minting errors. Double dies will cause the image to appear slightly blurry or doubled, especially around the letters and numbers. Off-center strikes will make the design appear tilted or misaligned. And overpolished dies can result in a blurry or distorted appearance on certain parts of the coin. It's essential to get your coin professionally graded by a recognized grading service, such as PCGS. A high-quality grade will dramatically increase the value of your coin. Now, if you think you might have a 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny tucked away in your collection or even hidden in your change jar, it's time to take a closer look. You can find these rare coins at coin shops, numismatic conventions, and online auctions. But make sure you get your coin properly appraised before selling it. Remember, the world of coin collecting isn't just about finding rare pieces, it's about understanding the history, the market, and the potential behind each coin. And when it comes to the 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny, the possibilities are endless. So, there you have it, everything you need to know about the 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny, one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world of numismatics. Whether you're an experienced collector or a newcomer to the world of coins, this rare penny is a treasure that could make you a lot of money. Before you go, take a moment to check your change. You never know, you might just have a future fortune waiting for you in the form of a 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on rare coins and their values, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one. Keep collecting, and who knows, maybe you'll find your own hidden treasure. This script is designed to keep viewers engaged with both the historical and financial aspects of the 2002 Ultra Lincoln penny, ensuring that they stay interested and intrigued from beginning to end. Today's video, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins in the United States, the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny. If you're wondering why you've heard so much buzz about this specific penny lately, you're in the right place. We're going to explore not just the history of this iconic coin, but also the current market value, the reasons behind its rarity, and how much these coins are selling for today. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to be just as obsessed with the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny as we are. First things first, let's take a step back and talk about the history of the Lincoln penny, and how the 2006 Ultra fits into the grand picture. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, the coin has undergone several design changes. The most iconic and recognizable design is the one created by Victor David Brenner, which depicts Lincoln on the obverse, with the original reverse showing 2 stalks of wheat. However, 2006 was a special year for the Lincoln penny. It marked the release of the Lincoln Bicentennial Series, which celebrated Lincoln's 200th birthday. The U.S. Mint released 4 different reverse designs over a period of 2 years, starting in 2009. These designs symbolized different periods of Lincoln's life, from his early days in the log cabin to his presidency. But before all that, in 2006, the U.S. Mint produced a special type of penny that would be part of a long-standing tradition of ultra-rare, ultra-valuable pennies. Enter the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny. So what makes the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny so special? Why is it valued at $597,727 on today's market? Well, to truly understand its value, we need to take a look at the minting process. You see, not every penny is created equally. In fact, very few are ever in a condition good enough to become valuable collectibles. The ultra part of the name refers to an exceptional quality of minting that was only produced in very limited quantities, making these pennies incredibly rare. If you've ever heard of a coin being minted to perfection, the Ultra Lincoln penny is a perfect example. These coins are defined by their near-flawless condition, with sharp details and beautiful, clean surfaces. When a coin is struck at the mint, it undergoes a process of coining that shapes and imprints the image onto the surface. However, any defects in the minting process, such as scratches, dings, or poor strikes, can decrease the coin's value significantly. So when you find a penny that has been struck with exceptional clarity, it's not just a good find, it's gold. One of the key factors that drives the value of the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny is its rarity. As I mentioned earlier, minting imperfections can drastically affect a coin's overall value. But the Ultra Lincoln penny is rare for a different reason. The 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny was minted in Denver with a relatively small number of coins produced. But the ones that survived in mint condition are exceedingly rare, so much so that only a handful of these coins are known to exist in top-tier conditions today. You might be wondering, how rare exactly are these coins? Well, the answer is that they are so rare that they're considered a collector's dream. The most recent sale of a 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny reached an astonishing $597,727 at auction. That's right, nearly $600,000 for a single penny. But why is it worth so much? It's because of its near-perfect strike, pristine condition, and the fact that it has scarcity on its side. As we all know, in the world of collectibles, the rarer an item is, the more valuable it becomes. So if you happen to have one of these pennies in your collection or in your change jar, you may just have a gold mine on your hands. Now, you may be thinking, that sounds incredible, but is that value really realistic? Absolutely. The current market value of the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny is hovering around $597,727, and it's no coincidence that we're seeing such high prices. The coin collecting market has seen a significant increase in interest over the years, with more and more people diving into the world of numismatics. This trend is being driven by several factors, including the rising demand for rare coins, a growing collector base, and the limited supply of high-quality specimens. In fact, many of these coins are bought by private collectors and investors who see them as a way to grow their wealth. Coin collecting isn't just about appreciating the artistry of a well-made coin, it's about understanding the investment potential that rare coins carry. And with the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny, you have a coin that represents both historical significance and tangible value. Now that you know the value and the importance of the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny, you might be wondering, how can I find one of these rare coins? Great question. Finding a coin like this isn't exactly easy, but it's not impossible. Start by checking your change jar, pocket change, or any old coin rolls you may have stashed away. Some people find rare pennies by simply going through their everyday change. It's important to know what to look for when you're searching for a coin like this. You'll want to carefully inspect each penny for any signs of imperfections that could affect its value. Keep in mind that the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny is defined by its mint condition and sharp, detailed strikes. It should have a clean, flawless finish with no noticeable wear or damage. If you do happen to find one, make sure to get it professionally graded. There are organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation that can assess the condition of your coin and assign it a grade. A higher grade will increase its value, and if you're lucky enough to find one in pristine condition, you could have a small fortune on your hands. So there you have it, everything you need to know about the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny, from its history and rarity to its staggering market value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started in the world of coins, this penny is a true gem in the world of numismatics. If you're looking to start or grow your collection, this coin could be a game changer. And remember, even if you don't have one of these rare pennies now, keep an eye out. You never know where you might stumble upon a coin that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest coin news, tips, and stories. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny or if you're planning to start hunting for one. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Today's video, we are diving deep into the world of one of the most intriguing coins to ever come out of the United States Mint, the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny. You might have seen it before, or maybe you've even found one in your change and thought, it's just another penny, right? Well, if that's the case, hold on tight because you're about to discover something truly mind-blowing. This particular penny is not just any ordinary piece of currency. It's one that's been making waves in the numismatic community and could potentially be worth a whole lot of money, a lot more than the 1 cent you might have thought it was worth. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the history, the value, and why the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny is such a hot commodity in today's market. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be looking through your change with a whole new perspective. Before we get into the specifics of the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny, let's take a quick look at the rich history behind the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has gone through numerous design changes over the years. But through it all, the iconic portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, has remained a staple on the reverse of the coin. The Lincoln penny has seen several variations since its creation, from the wheatback to the shield design we're familiar with today. However, some coins stand out in history because of their rarity, errors, and unique production circumstances, and the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny is definitely one of those standout examples. The 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny isn't your run-of-the-mill coin. It was struck by the Denver Mint, marked with the D mint mark, which immediately differentiates it from coins produced in other mints, like the Philadelphia Mint. The Ultra in its name refers to its specific production and minting process, making it part of a special set of coins that have features far beyond the typical ones seen in regular circulation. But what makes this coin truly special isn't just its mint mark or its production process, it's the unique characteristics that set it apart from all the other pennies. The 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny is known for its exceptional quality and rarity in certain conditions. It was minted with a specific set of dyes that, over time, have caused some subtle yet significant differences in the way the coin looks compared to other pennies. These variations are incredibly important for collectors and investors alike. Now, let's talk money. You might be wondering, how much could my 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny really be worth? Well, here's the jaw-dropping part: a lot more than the mere 1 cent it was initially valued at. In fact, in the current coin market, the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny can be valued as high as $597,726. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $600,000. But of course, this price isn't for just any 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny. The value depends on a number of factors, including the coin's condition, rarity, and most importantly, whether or not it has any mint errors or unique features that make it stand out from the crowd. A coin that is in near-perfect condition, especially one that has been graded by professional numismatists and coin grading organizations, is going to fetch a far higher price than one that has seen a lot of wear and tear over the years. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are incredibly valuable as they are in limited supply and appeal to serious collectors who are looking to complete their collections with only the highest quality pieces. As with any collectible, the value of a coin is driven by several factors, and the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny is no exception. Let's break down the key elements that determine the worth of this coin. Like most collectibles, the better the condition of the coin, the more it's worth. A coin that's been well preserved, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration will naturally be valued higher. If you have a 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny that is in mint condition, it could be worth thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some years see a higher mintage of pennies, meaning more of those coins are available in circulation. Others, like the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny, may have had a smaller production run, making them rarer and thus more valuable. Some collectors are especially interested in coins with production errors or unique varieties. If your 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny has any sort of misstriking, doubling, or other minting mistakes, that could significantly boost its value. For example, a penny with a double die or a misaligned die might fetch a much higher price in the market. The coin grading system is essential for determining the value of a coin. Professional grading companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service assign a grade to the coin based on its physical condition, ranging from poor to perfect. A higher grade can increase the coin's value by a substantial amount. So, how can you tell if your 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny is valuable? First, take a close look at the condition of the coin. Is it in perfect shape with sharp, clear details? Or does it show signs of wear from years in circulation? If it's in excellent condition, it could be worth far more than you think. Next, look for any unique features that could indicate the coin is a rare variety or has an error. If you're not sure what to look for, you can always consult with a coin expert or take the coin to a local coin shop for an appraisal. Now, if you've got your hands on one of these rare and valuable coins, you might be wondering where to sell it. If you're lucky enough to have a coin that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, you'll want to make sure you're getting the best possible price. Websites like eBay or heritage auctions often feature rare and collectible coins. You can create a listing and potentially attract bidders who are willing to pay top dollar for your penny. Professional numismatists or coin dealers are always on the lookout for valuable coins to add to their inventories. If you have a coin that you believe is worth a lot of money, consider contacting a reputable coin dealer who can give you an accurate appraisal and offer you a fair price. Attending a coin show is another great option for selling your coin. You'll have the opportunity to meet with experts, other collectors, and dealers, all of whom will be eager to see your coin. So, there you have it. The 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny is more than just a simple piece of change, it's a potential goldmine. With a current market value of up to $597,726, this penny is one of the most valuable coins out there. But to unlock that value, you need to ensure that your coin is in top condition and free of defects. And you need to keep an eye out for any special features that could make it even more desirable to collectors. If you've got a 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny sitting in your collection, or if you happen to find one in your spare change, it might just be time to take a closer look. You never know, you could be holding a rare treasure worth a small fortune. And who knows? That penny you thought was worthless might just change your life. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of the 2014 D Ultra Lincoln penny, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest videos about rare coins, hidden treasures, and everything numismatics. Leave a comment below and let us know if you found any valuable coins recently or if you have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with more amazing coin stories. Today, we're going to talk about a special coin that has garnered significant attention and excitement recently, the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny. If you thought pennies were just a small, insignificant part of the US coinage, think again. Stick with me because we're going to uncover everything you need to know about the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny, its rich history, and why it's worth a small fortune today. Now, if you're new to this channel or you love discovering hidden gems in the coin market, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more incredible coin discoveries. You don't want to miss the exciting insights and updates we have coming your way. First things first, let's talk about the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design features the iconic image of Lincoln on the obverse, created by artist Victor David Brenner. This coin marked a significant moment in American coinage history because it was the first coin to feature a real person other than a president on the front. Since its debut, the Lincoln penny has become one of the most beloved and well-recognized coins in the United States. Over the years, the design of the Lincoln penny has evolved. From the original wheat design to the memorial design in 1959 to the modern shield design that we see today, this humble penny has traveled a long way. And though most of these pennies are valued at just 1 cent, there are certain versions of the Lincoln penny that are worth far more than their face value. Now, let's dive into the star of today's show. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny. In 2015, the U.S. Mint produced a series of Lincoln pennies with the D Mint mark, which indicated that they were struck at the Denver Mint. These pennies were part of the standard annual production, and most of them have circulated widely, meaning you'll find many 2015 D Lincoln pennies in change, jars, and coin collections across the country. However, there is something unique about a particular subset of these 2015 D pennies that has caused them to skyrocket in value. You see, some of these coins were produced with an incredibly rare and distinct error that's known as the Ultra Lincoln penny. What makes these Ultra Lincoln pennies so special and why are they worth so much? It comes down to a combination of rarity, minting errors, and the fine details that collectors look for. This specific error coin has been found in only a small number of examples, and when graded properly by professional grading services, these pennies can be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right. A penny that was originally minted as a 1-cent coin can now fetch you up to $597,725 on the market, depending on its condition, rarity, and the buyer's interest. So, what exactly makes the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny so rare and valuable? The answer lies in its minting flaws. These errors range from slight discrepancies in the design to more severe issues such as double strikes or off-center minting. These mistakes are incredibly rare, which makes the coins highly desirable among collectors and investors alike. Now that we know how rare the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny is, let's talk about the current market value. In today's coin market, rare pennies like the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln are being sold for astonishing amounts. A well-preserved specimen with perfect grading can easily fetch a value of over $500,000. In fact, some have been listed on auctions for as much as $597,725. That's not just a lucky find, it's a testament to the way coin collecting has become a high-stakes game for those in the know. The rarity of these pennies combined with the increasing interest in investing in precious metals and rare artifacts has led to a booming market for coins. Collectors from all around the world are seeking out these elusive Ultra Lincoln pennies, not just for their historical significance, but for their potential as high-return investments. As coin collectors continue to recognize the value of these rare pennies, the market is expected to grow even further, with prices potentially rising as fewer examples remain in circulation. This has made the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny a sought-after piece for serious collectors and investors. But how can you spot a 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny, and how do you know if it's worth something more than just a penny? The first thing to keep in mind is that not all 2015 D pennies are worth anything significant. In fact, the vast majority are just like any other penny and are worth 1 cent. However, if you happen to come across a 2015 D penny that exhibits one or more minting errors, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Minting errors, as mentioned. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln pennies are known for their unique minting flaws. Look for double strikes, off-center designs, or any unusual misprints that could indicate an error. Condition. The condition of the penny plays a huge role in its value. The higher the grade, with grades like MS 65 and higher being the most valuable, the more your coin could be worth. Proper authentication. If you suspect that you have a rare 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny, make sure to get it authenticated by a reputable coin grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations specialize in grading and certifying coins, ensuring that your penny is legitimate and in the condition it's supposed to be. So why exactly are Ultra Lincoln pennies worth so much money? Rarity. Ultra Lincoln pennies with minting errors are extremely rare. While millions of standard 2015 D pennies were struck, only a very small number of these coins have the error that makes them so valuable. Historical significance. The Lincoln penny has long been a symbol of American history and culture. It represents the ideals that Abraham Lincoln stood for, and to own a rare, historical coin that features his image is incredibly significant to collectors. Demand from collectors. Coin collecting is a hobby that is beloved by millions, and some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare pieces. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny is a sought-after coin for serious collectors, and this drives its market value even higher. Investment potential. As with any rare collectible, the potential for significant profit makes these coins highly desirable to investors. Over the years, the market for rare coins has continued to grow, and the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny is a prime example of how coins can be valuable assets. So there you have it. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln penny is more than just a simple piece of currency. It's a rare, valuable, and historically significant coin that could be worth thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you've got one of these pennies in your collection or in your pocket, you might be holding onto a small fortune. As always, remember to carefully inspect any rare coins you come across, have them authenticated, and get them professionally graded if you think they might be valuable. Coin collecting is an exciting world, and with the right knowledge, you could uncover some truly incredible treasures. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below with your thoughts and any questions you may have. If you found any rare coins recently, I'd love to hear about your discoveries. Until next time, keep on collecting.